Good afternoon. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Kristen Davies, and I am a trainer with CRM Systems. Today's session, we are going to look at CRM lead generation and opportunities. A few housekeeping items. Today's session will be recorded and will be uploaded to our registered participants' Dropboxes. All participants have been muted to cut down on background noise. It is recommended that you turn off your video. Any questions you may have throughout the session, please enter them in the Zoom chat box. At the end of the session, we will answer as many as possible, and if not, we will reach out to you directly. On the agenda today, we're going to take a look at lead generation, importing lead organization and contacts, creating a lead organization and contact. We'll also look at converting leads to organizations, and we'll take a quick look at some lead reports. Following that, we will talk about opportunities and what's the definition of an opportunity. We'll look at the sales stages, sales types, and our lead source. We will go ahead and create an opportunity, and we'll look at tracking opportunities at the organization level, and then we'll follow up with opportunity reports. And then finally, during the session, we're going to look at marketing campaigns, creating a campaign from our leads, organizations, and contacts. And we'll also touch on our integrations with MailChimp, Mailgun, and Twilio. So let's define what a lead organization is. A lead organization is a company that you are prospecting to, but haven't done any business with. Lead organizations stay within the lead module in the CRM until you promote them to an organization. When creating a lead organization, it is important to ensure that you have minimum a customer or vendor type, a good address, and a good address meaning we have a street, we have a city, we have a state or province, and a postal code. And the importance of having that information when we convert to an organization, that converted organization will sync over to PJM. Also, you want to ensure that you have a salesperson. At minimum, one form of contact method, whether it be a phone number or an email. So now that we've created our lead organization, when a job finally comes in and that lead organization is still sitting as a lead and not converted to an organization, we could potentially have some duplications. There's an easy way to rectify that scenario. So as you see, we have a job here for our Arcan properties, but we also have Arcan properties as a lead. What we recommend you do is convert to an organization, go back to your organized lookup, and take that organization, open it up, and add an identifying number or character so when it syncs to job management, you can adjust that job to the correct organization. And the reason being is that you could have history on that lead that was converted to an organization, such as contacts, notes, or documents. When I'm in PJM, I can now see that my customer record, Arcan Properties with a 1, has synced over. I can now select that on my job file. Once we have updated to the correct customer record, we can now see back in the CRM that our job is against the correct customer with all of that historical information. I now have the opportunity to change my customer name in both in the CRM, and I can delete that customer record. That's the duplication in PJM. So now let's take a look at importing lead organizations. This could come from a purchased list, or this could come from just a growing list that you have created. In our leads module, select on plus import. And it's going to give you the opportunity to choose the source of your leads: direct selling, lunch and learn, trade show. I can place a note on all of the leads that I bring in at one time. Next, I can choose to select an Excel file to import my leads. You'll notice we have a message that my download is happening, and I will also receive a notification that my import has happened up in my bell. The example file down below is the format in which the leads module will require that information to be imported. And that CSV, that Excel file, looks like this. So my import has happened, and I've also received a notification alerting me that I've had some leads inserted. The same process can be done for lead contacts. So now let's take a quick look at a couple of reports that you can run. We have notes by lead organization, and we have notes by contact lead. In here, I can select my date range to show me my notes that I have placed on my lead organizations, either in the predetermined date range or a customized date range. I'll be able to see the lead name, the subject of the note that was placed on my import, and the body of the note and the specific topic chosen. Our notes by lead contact, very similar in look. I can choose my date range, and here I'll be able to see the names of my lead contacts, the organization within where they reside, and my notes. So now that we've talked about lead generation, let's talk about opportunities. What is an opportunity? Think of an opportunity as a means of not predicting, but putting a plan in place. For an example, emergency planning. Reaching out to hotels, property management companies to propose to them an emergency plan with your company being their first point of contact. Creating an opportunity within an organization allows you the opportunity to define markets that you are not currently in. Within the organization, go to Activities and select Opportunities. In here, we have the ability to enter our opportunity name, my expected close date, and now the sales stage, the type, and the lead source. The sales stage allows you to define where you are in the sales process. The type is an opportunity for you to define areas in which you have not worked in. And our source How did I get this opportunity? The probability option, probability of closing, and what our potential revenue generation is going to be. Next step. I can choose to select a campaign if needed. I can put a further description, and I can also assign it to a salesperson. Once the information is entered, I'm going to click Save and Close. Next, we're going to want to be able to track our opportunities. We can run opportunities by contact report or opportunities by organization. In here, I will see all of my opportunities, the organization. I will see a description, our sales stage, our type, and our projected revenue. I have the opportunity in here to group my opportunities by sales stage. So this will give me at a glance what I have in my pipeline. So now that we've discussed opportunities, let's take a quick look at marketing campaigns. I'm going to create a campaign, and I'm going to talk about our integrations with MailChimp, Mailgun, and Twilio. Inside the marketing campaign module, we'll have a list of all of our campaigns created. To create a new campaign, click on the plus new record, create your title. When we want this campaign to go out, the send option, you have options to choose from, either choosing your own domain, company email, if you have an integration with Mailgun or MailChimp. Highly recommend, if you're going to be actively sending out marketing campaigns, to have an integration with either Mailgun or MailChimp. And the reason being is if you're sending out bulk emails, you could run the risk of having your company domain blacklisted as spam. If you choose one of these integrations, we would be happy to assist in how to use them. Once we've made our selections, choose Save and Close. So the next phase is to put in our marketing information. Clicking on Edit, I can choose my source from MailChimp, or I can choose my organization contacts. And in here, I will have a list of all of my contacts who have a valid email address. I can filter by choosing an organization name, and across the top, you will see a number of drop-down menu options, which will allow you to filter even further. My email list will populate with all of the contacts that I have chosen. In the email content section, you have the ability to create your message that you wish to send out to your recipients. When our email list has been successfully imported, you will receive a notification that you have 46 company emails selected. The final step is choose to send. And once you start that send, that email campaign will go out. So now we've completed all of the 3 areas in our session today. So in summary, what have we learned? We learned the difference between a lead organization and an organization within our job management. We learned how to create leads, import leads. We also discussed opportunities and how that can assist you in your future planning. And lastly, we learned how to create a marketing campaign. If you have follow-up questions after the session, please don't hesitate to reach out to our support desk, support@knmsys.com.